Okay, good morning, Year 9. The last time we talked, we were doing fractions of amounts. Today, we're going to start off doing percentages of amounts. Now, percentages of amounts is quite a lot involved, so we're going to do this over the next few lessons. What we're going to focus on today is doing specific percentages. So we're going to look at finding 10% of a number, 50%, and 1%, because once you've found those three percentages, you can actually find any percentage you want. Okay, so 10%, 50%, and 1%, and we're all going to do it with no calculators, so no calculators allowed for this lesson. So make sure that you write down your date, your title, and your learning objective, please. You can pause the video whenever you want, just to get yourself sorted. Okay, so here's the main things that I want us to think about, and you can make notes on these. So how do we find a percentage of a quantity? What that means is just how do we find a percentage of any number? We need to find 50%, 10%, and 1%. Now, how we find 50% is we divide the number by 2. I'm going to see if I can write that a little bit better, maybe typing. Okay, we divide the number by 2. So that's how we find 50%. So if I had 10 and I wanted to find 50% of 10, I would half it and 5 would be the answer. How to find 10% is you divide the number by 10. And then lastly, to find 1%, you divide the number by 100. Okay, when we divide by 10, you need to remember that everything is going to move forward 1 decimal place to the right, and when we divide by 100, it's going to move 2 decimal places to the right, or not decimal places, just 2 places to the right. Okay, and using these rules, as I said, you can find any percentage of any amount, and so these here I would like you to have in your books, please. Okay. So here's your first example. Write this down. Find 50% of 120. To find 50% of 120, we divide 120 by 2. So 120 divided by 2, we know divided by 2 just means half of it, which gives us 60. And that's our answer. Next one, find 10% of 60. Well, we would need to do 60 divided by 10. Because to find 10%, we divide it by 10. How many 10s go into 60? 6. And so our answer is 6. Last one. Example number 3, find 1% of 180. Now we've got to do 180 divided by 100. Okay? Now this means, if we look at 180, the decimal point is after the 0, isn't it? Well, that means we've got to move everything up 2 places. So I'm going to move the 0, 1, 2. I'm going to move the 8, 1, 2. And I'm going to move the 1 up, 1, 2. And so our answer is 1.80, or just 1.8, because we don't need that 0 afterwards. Okay, if you need a little bit of practice with dividing by 100 and dividing by 10, just moving everything across 1 or 2, depending on whether it's 10 or 100, that's something to think about, okay? All right, here are your questions I'd like you to do today. So for each of these numbers here, I would like you to find 10%, 1%, and 50%. So I'll do the first one with you, just in case you need to. Well, first one, I need to find 10%, so I need to do 400 divided by 10. That would give me 40. For 1%, I need to do 400 divided by 100. That means how many hundreds go into 400? Well, 4. And you can see there that we've just chopped those 2 zeros off, which is why everything is moved to the right 2 places. Then 50%, so what's half of 400? 200. So there's the first one for you. I'd like you to do the other 5 by yourself, okay? Now, once you've done those questions, take a picture of your work and send it to me, please, as soon as you've done them. I don't think it will take you too long. It'll just take you a while to write your notes down for me, okay? That would be it. So remember to make notes on this bit here and your 3 examples here, okay? First one was finding 50%, second one was finding 10%, and then last one was finding 1%. Okay, the answers are on the PDF for you, okay, for you to mark if you need to check your answers at the end, okay? So send me a picture, and any problems, just please let me know, Year 9, all right? And I shall speak to you soon.